Hey guys, and welcome to Pink Zebra Reads. Today I have a very exciting video for you guys. I have a June wrap-up July TBR video, as well as the zebra name reveal that was picked, or that was suggested. I had to figure out the word there. I asked for suggestions on zebra names in the down bar of my last video that I uploaded in June. And so today I will show you which name I picked on the first take of this video until I was interrupted. And then that will be it. But so the name that was picked for the mascot, I'm sorry if you hear tons of noise. Oh, had to move my computer there. Is Stripes. So Stripes is the name of the zebra, and I had names suggested on Twitter as well as YouTube, and that was one of the names that was picked for, or that was suggested both ways, so I'm super excited that that was the name that was picked. But in the month of June, I read 6 books, guys. 6 books. That's like a ton of books for me. And sorry, my nose is really itchy, but so I'm going to show you the 6 books that I read, along with my July TBR, which is pretty massive, seeing as I read 6 books in June. I kind of upped it a little bit, and I'm participating in a Mega Month Challenge on Goodreads in a group that I'm in, so I had to read a lot for that challenge. But without further ado, let's get started with my June wrap-up. I almost said TBR. So the first book I read in June was Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants by Anne Brashers. I'm not really going to talk about the synopsis of each book because, I mean, most of you guys probably already know what all this is about. So, yeah, this book. And I'll link all my reviews in the down bar on my Goodreads reviews. So that was the first book I read. The second book I read, you guys are going to be like, oh my god, you just now read that book? But yes, just now read this. Well, I read a book last month before I went to go see the movie, and I had the movie cover of it, and I really, really love it. And it is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I love, love, love this book. And my favorite quote out of the whole book is, "My thoughts are stars I can't fathom into constellations." And then the next favorite quote is, "Hazel darling, I'm on a roller coaster that only goes up." It's just like, oh, I love that quote. But then the next book that I read was actually The Longest Ride by Nicholas Sparks. This book right here. I read this book, and I really, really enjoyed it. I'll leave my review down below, like I said, and just go check this book out if you haven't already. It's really good. Then I read, where's my cellular device? On my phone, I've read a few books last month, and if I can get to it, I will show you. My Kindle app. Here we go. I read The Summer I Found You by Jillian Perry, and I actually really enjoyed this book. It was like, I think it was the first book I ever read. Yes, the first book I ever read by her. It's really good though. I think I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. The Summer I Found You. I don't have the actual copy of it, but I do have, I don't have the title page, maybe? That's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I don't have the title page of it, but I have like an art copy from NetGalley that I did, and it's like this. Oh my gosh, you can't really see it. Lovely cell phone, even with the brightness down. Let's try this again. No, okay. Okay, you don't want to do it. Oh, there you go. Okay, let's dim her up some more. And there you go. It's like that, if you can really see it. But that was the first book, the first ebook that I read. Then I read Elixir by Ted Gaudy, which I think I gave it 5, maybe. I'm not really sure what was the rating that I gave it, but I'll leave the review down below. And that is the cover. And I think this one comes out, I think it came out yesterday. If not, it comes out today. Or maybe it comes out in August. Let me check and see what it says. It doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure it comes out either this month or next month. Not really sure. Sorry, Ted. But, yeah. And then the last book I read in June and finished up in July this month was this massive book, but I only read the first book in the series, which is Reason to Breathe by Rebecca Donovan. It was really enjoyable. The main character's aunt kind of really got on my nerves, but other than that, it was pretty good, enjoyable. I think I gave it a 4 out of 5. 4 or 5 out of 5, I'm not really sure. I'll leave the thingy down below for this book. So yeah. And then, the moment you've all been waiting for, my July TBR. So, my dad took me to the bookstore, to Books A Million, I think Monday, yeah, no, Sunday night we went to the bookstore, and he let me pick out 5 books that I've really been wanting to read. So, I picked out the 5 books, and they had a sale going on, buy 2, get a 3rd free. So, I went through my Goodreads to read list, cleaned it all out, and then I was like, well, hey, look, there's books here that I can get in paperback form, so I don't have to buy them on an ebook. So, I got 5 books, and I've been looking for this book everywhere, like on the internet, everywhere, like for me to download it as an ebook for free. Can't find it, so I just bought it in paperback. And that is Impulse by Ellen Hopkins. I've actually already read this book. I read it in 2 days. Well, yeah, 2 days, like 1.5, honestly, because it's written like this, like verse form. So it's really, really good though. And I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I'll leave my description. I mean, not my description. I'll leave my review in the description bar. Then the next book that I'll be reading, this is the book that I got for free. The next book that I'll be reading sometime in July is Uglies by Scott Westerfeld. This is also being read for the challenge. Then I'm reading The Boyfriend App by Katie Seiss, or Cease. I'm not really sure how you say it. I've been waiting so long to get this book in my hands, and I'm just like, oh, super excited to finally be able to fly through this book. It looks like a pretty quick read, and hopefully I'll like it. This is also a first in the series. I think the next one comes out either this year or next year. It's called The Pretty App. Then, this is the 2 books that I'm actually currently reading, and I finally, I pushed myself so hard, said, listen, Heather, you have to read this whole series before the end of the year. So, I'm pushing myself to read Pretty Little Liars by Sarah Shepard. I'm really wanting to get through this book. I mean, I'm on page 2 because I just started it today, but it's only 286 pages long, so hopefully I'll be able to fly through it pretty quick. And then I have the whole rest of the series on my phone. And the last book that I have to show you in physical form is one of the most gorgeous covers that I've ever seen in my entire life, and I've heard tons of good stuff about it. So, I'm super stoked to be reading it, and I'm 28 pages in, but that book is Splintered by A.G. Howard. Guys, this cover is gorgeous. I know it's been all over your book too, but oh my god, it's gorgeous. I cannot deal. It's just gorgeous. Even the night that I bought this book, I went up to my dad when I had my hair down. I said, Dad, don't we look alike? But yeah, so this is the last physical book that I'll be reading in July, possibly. Then the rest of the books that I'll be reading in July are all on my phone, and which I'll be showing you right now. I'll be reading Wake by Amanda Hawking, and I'm going into these pretty much very blindly. I haven't heard much about any of these, so I'm going to go into them blindly. Then I'll be reading Fallen Too Far by Abby Glines. I will be reading Easy by Tamara Weber. There isn't apparently a title page, just to show you the cover, but hey, why not, right? Anyway, so I'll be reading Easy by Tamara Weber. Then I'll be reading The Iron King by Julie Kagawa. It's the first book that I've ever been reading by her, or that I've ever read by her. After Iron King, I'll be reading The Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. Then I'll be reading Anne and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. I have Lola and the Boy Next Door and haven't read it completely all the way through yet, but Ella and Happily Ever After is coming out soon, so I really need to get reading. Then the next two books I've already read in July, and those are Fallout by Ellen Hopkins. Then I've also already read Catch Up on Everything by Nathan Robinson. I have read Let the Sky Fall by Shannon Messenger, and guys, I'm going to be completely honest with you, I hated that book. I gave it 2 stars. Just to let you know, I was disgusted. And so, the next book that I will be reading in July is To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. Then I'll be reading Beastly by Alex Flynn. I think I will be reading, Alex Flynn. Beastly by Alex Flynn. Then I'll be reading The Distance Between Us by Casey West. Under the Never Sky by Veronica Rossi. We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. These Broken Stars by Megan Spooner. Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. And City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, which I'll probably be picking up this week, hopefully. So, guys, those are the ones that I'm mainly going to be reading this month. So, thanks for sticking around. I will talk to you later. Bye!